Okay, so it might not have been the best summer, and our financial projection says we're going to be £100,000 in debt within 3 years, but we are favourites for promotion, back to back. Can we do it? Let's find out. Greetings, my excellent friends, and welcome back to the Culture Club. I'm Kirk Sheridan, and we're kicking off today in the Southern Combination Division 1. Now, the good news, and there is some good news, which is nice. The good news is we are once again 91-1 on for promotion. We have 10 players in the Media Dream 11. The only place we're not quite as good as one other player in the league is our left wing spot. Now, there's a lot of shuffling around that I've needed to do with the squad, which I will show you in a second. But financially, according to the board, we're doing fine. We're not even spending half of our wage budget yet and haven't spent any of the transfer budget I've managed to free up for us. But that is a very much downward curve when it comes to our financial projection. They reckon we'll be 31 grand in debt at the end of this year, and nearly 100,000 within 3 years. So I do hope that there's a lot of prize money on offer and that we start getting a lot more sponsorship. But we're still the 10th tier of English football, so this might be a bit of a ropey situation for a while. I was able to secure quite a few of the players to actual paid contracts. So we've got a good chunk of the team now earning part-time wages. Hoyle, Boateng, Addy, Huxley, Ormson, Dowridge, Caswell, Hamid, Morris, Collison. Now, a lot of those, of course, are new names, and I'll introduce you to them while we develop through the season as they start coming into the team. Huxley and Hamid are long-term prospects. They are currently breakthrough prospects according to the agreed playing time. They've got phenomenal potential, but not yet at the level of the rest of the first teamers standing in their way. Although, of course, they're much better than most other players in the division with them. So I do expect them to get a significant chunk of game time. So today, we are kicking off against Uckfield Town at home. And we're also going to be playing Eastbourne Rangers away from home. We'll get a sense of how well we're going to do. I hope along the way we're going to be signing a good number of defenders, because I am really, really worried about our defensive depth. As you can see up front, we're good. Midfield, we're all right. We've got two good options on the right of midfield there. Defensive depth is something else entirely. There's a lot of people who can play in multiple positions, which is good, but it's got to the point where I've had to name our youth player on the bench. He's the only backup defender that I currently have who's in any way ready to play. And as you can see, he's very much not ready to play according to his ability. Fingers crossed we don't get any injuries. Let's get things going with our first match of the season. We have in goal Ormson, familiar face. Back four of Stonehouse on the left, O'Dwyer and Hoyle in the middle, and Shepherd on the right, all of whom were here last year, and we've signed up to permanent contracts, or I say permanent, part-time contracts. We've got Healy as our deep line playmaker, newcomer Boateng as the box-to-box midfielder. We've got Dowridge on the right, newcomer Addy on the left, who's having to play there just because I've had to shuffle things around. I've actually signed him as an advanced forward, and he's going to be brilliant, but for now we're going to see him on the left wing. And then we've got Mullings and Minhas up front. On the bench, we've got our new backup goalkeeper, Caswell, good old hand Callender and Morris and Wilson, who you will remember from the end of last season, and young Collison, who hopefully won't need to come onto the pitch. We will see. You might well, before the next match, see a lot of these trialists joining. I've offered contracts to a few of the defenders in particular, but for now it's time to kick off our new season. Of course, we should be winning this match. It's motivated Ormson, which is good. Now, James Hoyle looking unsure. I'm worried about James. You'll remember I really upset him last episode. I didn't mean to. I hope that he and I can get over it. He's such an important player. He's the best player in the division. Just do me proud, James. Come on. Right, here we go. We're off. Let's encourage the team. Right, here we are. So, first highlight, Shepherd, Dowridge. Shepherd, Boateng, Dowridge. Can he do what he did in the division below? Yes, he gets the cross in. And it's immediately cleared. Well, that wasn't the most exciting way to actually start things off, was it? Now, don't expect the team to be playing as well now as they were at the end of last season. The team cohesion, because I've shipped out a lot of defenders and a lot of other players have left and we've got a lot of new people starting. Oh, that's not how I... Oh, thank goodness. We've got a disallowed goal in the first 10 minutes. Clearly offside. But, yeah, team cohesion is not what it once was. Which is a shame. It will get back up there as we go. But, yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take us to rediscover the slick interplay of old. Obviously, we ended last season with a 6-0 victory in the cup final. We're in about 5 cups this year, 4 or 5 cups this year, so we could win an awful lot and add some silverware to our trophy cabinet. But we've got a corner in there. Mullings Mullings scores our first goal in Southern Combination Division 1. Great corner from Healy. Mullings up and a simple finish. That's good. We've already got 1 XG. We've had 11 shots on target in this first half so far. That is pretty good. Obviously, I don't really know how good Uckfield Town are, but early signs are they're not as good as us. I am absolutely happy with the number of shots on target so far. Excellent. And even Hoyle is looking inspired and motivated by that. This is good. This is a good start. Right. Let's get out there. Let's keep it up, lads. Right, 1.56 XG. Oh, are we going to hold on here? Is this going to be a simple victory, or are we going to make it hard for ourselves? Addy cutting inside there with a ball out to Dowridge, to Mullings. Oh, that could have been a beautiful goal. Beautiful goal, switching the play to the other flank there. But, yeah, we'll see how we get on over the course of the season. I'm sure that we'll be okay with defenders. We'll bring in a decent number, I'm sure, but it might take them time to settle in. So, Stonehouse. Oh, we're going to need to do it, aren't we? My 2 worst performing players, of course, are defenders. So is this a time for me to bring Collison on? Is that the right thing to do, or is that a stupid thing to do? We're not really under any threat. No, I'm going to leave Collison on the bench for now, at least. So Addy's having a good game. Who's looking a bit tired? Boateng is our box-to-box midfielder. Had a good start, but not an amazing start. So we'll bring on Wilson there, playing in his favoured Metzala role. And I think it would be nice to bring on Calendar, wouldn't it? As well, for old time's sake. Hands on hips. I'm expecting them to perform. And Calendar's demotivated by being told that I want him to perform. Well, that's not a good start, is it? One of our best players of last season, just not really wanting to be told to perform well. Wilson, Calendar, Wilson, Shepherd, knocking the ball around quite easily here. Not looking under any threat. They haven't had a shot on target in the first 70 minutes of this match. Addy, trying to knock one through there. Could have been very nice. So, Wilson, Shepherd, Dowridge. Is he going to get one into the middle? He is, and it's... Oh, Minhas! That was a very poor attempted clearance there from their defender. Completely missed the header, fell to Minhas's feet, and it was an incredibly simple finish. So this is a good start. And goodness me! I have just noticed on this replay, look, we are playing a league match. Well, a non-league match, technically. But we've got fans in the ground watching, visibly. Last season, I was told that we had up to 20 people watching at any one time. But I can actually see them now. That's great. And Min has had a easy finish again and just knocks it off the post. So our adventures last season have clearly demonstrated that to the folks of Brighton Town that they should get themselves down to Home Park and see what's going on. Not bad, not bad. We'll see how many we bring along for the next match, obviously. Right, can Addy get a good cross in the box there? Oh, it's cleared out again. Wilson, longer to... Oh, my word. What an effort from range there. That was a daisy cutter, as they say in the trade. Skimmed along the grass. Cracking strike. Headed clear by them. Healy knocks it to Wilson. One touch, and then... Oh! Cracking finish. Right. We'll make one more substitution to just save a little bit of time for us. As we are now 3 up, I am going to swap things round in defence. Collison is a central defender, so let me bring him on alongside O'Dwyer. We'll put him in a cover role. And I'm just going to tell him that I've got faith in him to go out there and make a difference. No, actually, don't feel any pressure. I can't remember. He's 15 or 16. It's decrease the expectations on the poor lad. I just want to get some game time in for him in case we do receive some injuries. Hopefully we won't. But 10 minutes at the end of a match when we're 3-0 up feels the right time to bring him on. Hopefully he'll get on the ball once or twice and just be able to play a simple pass. Oh, off the post! Oh, goodness me. So this is looking like first match well played. 3 minutes of added time, and is this going to be it? Oh, Calendar is no through to their goalkeeper, who's not in much of a rush. Stonehouse on the ball to Addy. Addy just playing it nice and simple to Healy. Oh, Addy's pace charging through there. Gets across into Calendar, who puts the icing on the cake with our 4th. 4-0 to start the season. This is good. This is very, very good. As ever, I've concentrated on those mental attributes of the new folks I've been bringing in. So Addy there, could have played that very complacently at the end of the match, but no. He's still pretty focused and creates a great opportunity for our 4th. Right, that is a very encouraging start. Collison didn't even do enough to gather a match rating, but everyone performed really, really well. Apart from Collison, everyone got above a 7. That is great. Well done, folks. That was good. That deserves a pointy finger. That was good. Well done. Well done. Right, time to see if I can bring in any transfers before the next match. But as things stand, we are top of the league. So Collison there, out of necessity, became our youngest ever player at the age of 16 years and 121 days. It'd be interesting to see how long that record stands. We've lost one player who we had offered a contract to, a winger, Jake Nicholas, who's off to Sevenoaks instead of us. But we've been able to convince Henry Arnold to join us, and he is a fullback. So this is great news. We've signed a defender. Let's have a look at him again. So he can play left back or left midfield. Another one of those players with great potential. Not brilliant ability as things stand, but not far off of Stonehouse, who obviously started the last match as our left back. So probably won't be long until he gets in the team, actually. So yeah, delighted with that signing. That's going to make things a little bit easier. Definitely ease a bit of pressure on the defensive situation. Right, so here is the team for our next match against Eastbourne Rangers. More good news, we've brought another fullback in. So we have a new right back starting, whose full name is Caden Williams-Lowe. He's probably going to be our new first choice right back for the remainder of the season, which is great. I've had to make another couple of changes just due to tiredness from some of the team. So Shepherd moves into play as a covering defender and Hoyle moves to the stopper role, with O'Dwyer dropping to the bench. He was a little bit tired after the last match, but Stonehouse maintains his place on the left with Ormston in goal. And apart from that, exactly the same. Healy, Boateng, Dowridge, Addy in midfield, Minhas, Mullings up front. On the bench, we've got O'Dwyer, Newboy, Arnold, and Morris and Callender and Caswell. We could apparently set a new record for consecutive wins or unbeaten games. I can't remember which. Anyway, if we win this match, we set a new record for something, which is exciting. After the fantastic performance last time, I absolutely just want them to pick up where they left off. And that's motivated a few of them. Hoyle, excellent. I'm keeping an eye out for every time I can motivate Hoyle. I want to turn him around. I want to get him back on side. Stonehouse, Dowridge, Boateng and Minhas, all motivated by that. That's good news. So we are away from home this time. Don't know what impact that's going to have. Different type of ground here as well. There don't seem to be any stand. What's that? There's like a car park behind one end of the ground there. This looks like an even worse ground than we've got. Dear oh dear, poor Eastbourne Rangers. Oh, Dowridge on the ball. There we go. Running forward through midfield. I don't know where he's going as a right winger. Out to Addy though. Mullings. Oh, well, I can't knock him, can I? Pre-assist over to Addy. Addy knocks the ball into the centre and Mullings puts it away. It was clearly the right thing to do, even though he's a winger who should be probably hugging the right touchline. He was in the inside left channel, pretty much. But what a cross from Addy. He needs to be careful. I've got him in mind to be replacing Minhas up front, but if he keeps putting in assists like that, he might end up on the wing for us. Oh, don't tell me it's been... No, right. Great. So, 1-0 up. Nearly half an hour played. Dowridge, Williams-Lowe, Mullings to Boateng, to Addy, who just runs to the byline and knocks it to no one. That's a bit of a shame. I thought he put a good cross in there. I am a little concerned about Shepherd because he's, shall we say, vertically challenged for a centre-half. I think he's 5'7", so I'm hoping that he's not up against 6'4" target man or anything like that, but I'm hoping the way that we're controlling the ball it won't be an issue for him. I will actually just make sure that Healy is easing off on his tackles. We do not want Healy getting sent off. Oh, and Addy's taken down. Penalty. Great. Who's taking this one now? Is it still Minhas? No, Healy, isn't it? Yes, there we go. Oh! Healy, my favourite player, a deep-lying playmaker, makes it 2-0. Good stuff. Well, this has been a pretty dominant start to the season so far. The focus on mental attributes, team culture seems to be working well. It's going to be interesting seeing how things play out over the season, because whereas last season, because everyone was on a non-contract, if they were really frustrated or if I made any mistakes, we could just part ways incredibly easily. That's not going to be as easy now. I've only got people on contract until the end of the season at most. That's the most that the board will allow me to put forward. But it does mean I need to be more careful, I think. And once again, they're motivated and inspired by the team talk. That's why, for me, convincing Hoyle to get back on side is so crucial. Club captain, best player, standout central defender. He needs to basically be... Oh, gosh, off the post. He needs to be me on the pitch for the team. And oh my gosh, off the bar from Mullings. What a powerful header. Boateng, Dowridge tries to hit one. Oh, this is where Shepherd could get caught out. Nope, we get the... Oh, dear. Breakaway from them, but we've got plenty of bodies back now. I don't think we're under too much threat. Even with their 3 shots on target, they've got an XG of 0.11 at the moment. 0.11. Oh, and we've given away a penalty! Williams low, that's a silly thing to do in your first match with the club. Very much lacking match fitness, but that's still very, very, very disappointing. Oh, that is a shame. I'm going to need to look to make some early substitutions here, I think, as well. Obviously, played 2 games in quick succession. We kicked off on a Wednesday for some reason, which was quite odd. Start the season on a Wednesday, and now playing on a Saturday. So, given that this is not a full-time team, there is a lot of tiredness out there. People aren't used to playing 2 matches that quickly. Even last season when we won the cup, we were just playing 1 game a week, pretty much. Oh, Boateng is through. No, knocks it back. Oh, and how many? That's the 3rd time we've hit the woodwork this match. We should be so much further ahead. Dear, oh dear. But we are dominating still, despite giving away that penalty. Right, Healy to Mullings. Mullings to Minhas. Boateng is clean through. And, oh, what a beautiful finish. That is a cracking goal. It's his first goal for the club, I believe. Let's just watch this again. Minhas dinks it through. Boateng takes a couple of touches and then just a beautiful dinked, curled chip into the top corner. Oh, that is class. Right. So let's see who is suffering. Oh dear me, I think we've got 3 obvious candidates there. So Healy is incredibly tired. We will bring on Morris to replace him. Mullings is incredibly tired, so obviously Calendar's an easy replacement there. And then Addy is looking very tired as well. So I think what we'll do there is we'll bring on... I'm going to shuffle things around a little bit. So we'll bring on Arnold, but we'll allow him to play in his fullback role on support, because we'll drop Stonehouse back to play there and we'll push Dowridge forward. So Williams low can swap to defence. There we go. Perfect. And obviously we want to give them a team talk and we want to see good performances. Calendar is anxious. Arnold is complacent, but Morris is motivated. Okay, that's good. Oh, I don't want actually Morris playing as that deep-lying playmaker. That's the wrong way round. I think I want Boateng. No, I don't want Boateng as a deep-lying playmaker at all, because he can't do it. And no, neither can Morris. Right, we're not having a deep-lying playmaker. We're going to have Boateng as a ball-winning midfielder. There we are. And then Morris can play as a Mezzala for us for the rest of the match. Right, this is good. We're 3-1 up. Second match of the season. So far, so good. I'm happy. They're not getting any other chances. Neither are we, but we don't need to. We could stroll this division again. We really could stroll this division. And I've got a couple of new defenders in, which gives me comfort. There we go. Great stuff. Not as dominant and perfect a performance as last time, but XG way ahead of the opposition. Another man of the match performance from Healy. That's 2 in a row. 35, but what a player. Just goes to show the value of a deep line playmaker at this level of football. Great stuff. Well done, lads. Right, that outstretched arms, that was a good win. Fantastic. I am so pleased. So 2 wins on the bounce. Top of the league, I suspect. Still, after that, yeah. Goal difference of 6. 2 out of 2. Brighton Electricity, who came up with us last year, also 2 out of 2. And a brilliant all-round performance. Outstanding. This has been, given my reservations about the quality of our defence. Look how many people we had at the first match of the season. Oh my word! So it turns out attendances at this level are very, very, very different to the one below. 108 people we had with us. Brilliant. So what we're going to do next is play through a big chunk of the season, about a quarter of the way through. We'll see if we can come back with a league match and a cup match and see how we're doing at that point. I know that we'll have a good part of the squad still with us. There are others who may have moved on by then. There's a few great players here who I haven't yet signed up to part-time contracts. We will see how things go. But so far, so good. Dominant first couple of matches. We've brought in the right players clearly to replace those who have left. James Hoyle has been motivated by the team talks I've been giving. This bodes well. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Join us again next time to see how we're performing later in the season. If you did enjoy the video, drop a like on it, please, and do subscribe if you want to know when the next one is coming out and be notified straight away. Check out the companion blog at gamestellstories.co.uk as well for more content. And in the meantime, be excellent to each other as always. I'm Kirk Sheridan. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you very soon.